Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're gonna be doing an Antoine Griezmann player review, and I think you guys will really enjoy this one. Before we get into it, I want you guys to let me know, do you guys like the format where we go through gameplay first, then the card setup? Do you guys like a mix up? Let me know down below. But let's get right into this one. So in my player reviews, what I like to do is go through the player. I like to play a couple of games with them and then give my honest opinion. I don't really mind if you guys buy them or not in terms of the players, because I mean, it doesn't affect me, right? So I want to give you guys my genuine opinion. Whether it affects you or not, I hope you can get some value from it. So starting off with Griezmann, let's go through his actual kind of pros and cons that I listed out. Then we're going to go through his stats, and then we'll watch some more gameplay. But you're seeing it right now. The first pro we have for him is his shooting, and his shooting is absolutely electric. Coming in at 88 shots, the guy doesn't miss in the box. He doesn't miss in the box, and with playstyle plus, which again was one of his biggest positives for me, he has the I think the finesse shot plus, and he just doesn't miss. He really doesn't miss. He's an incredible player. And I'm actually gonna, before we get into the rest of the gameplay, I'm actually gonna go through his card with you guys. I think they'll be a bit better, but please let me know. Look, I want you guys to get the best reviews. I'm gonna be doing 2 or 3 a day. Please let me know, do you guys want to see the cards like this, or do you want to see the gameplay only? What do you guys want to see? Let me know. So let's start off with his card for now, and then like I said, for the next video you guys can let me know. Starting off, coming in at 5'9", he's got an explosive acceleration type, 4-star skill move, 3-star weak foot, coming in at left-footed. So when we look at his base card, there's a few things that stand out for me. Now I'm always trying to abuse pace in FIFA. This year, I think I'm going to play a little bit differently. I'm like, you know what, let me go for the meta cards that doesn't just rely on pace. I want to see what makes the cards really good. So we went through and I was like, okay, Griezmann's 80 pace. Now, by the way, I've actually, not only did I pack Griezmann, I don't know what kind of luck I've had. I can't show you right now in the SBC trade pile, but I've got 3 Griezmanns untradeable, chat. I got 3 Griezmanns untradeable, so I had to use him. I literally had to use him. I got 2 of them in my SBC storage, but I got 3 of them untradeable. Let's go through the actual card and what I did. So I actually put him on a finisher because I was like, you know what? I could probably put him on a hunter. I probably should have put him on a hunter. I didn't have one available, and I was like, I'm not going to use this guy for his pace, if I'm honest with you. I'm not going to use this guy to sprint down the lines. He's not going to be that type of player for me. So I was like, let me use him for something else to just really up his shooting. And he was such a good player for me. Really fun card. So his pace is definitely one of his weaknesses, and I did actually put that as his con. But let's go through his cards and we'll go through some gameplay and kind of talk about it in detail. But if you look at his actual base card, really good stuff there. 80 pace, like I said, it's okay, nothing crazy. As long as you don't abuse his pace, try to use him for a pace and try to abuse him as a winger, I think you'll be okay. As long as you use him as that close touch dribbling, you'll be in a good spot. His shot for me was absolutely unbelievable, and it really comes down to one thing. His 90 finishing paired up with this. His finesse shot plus made his finesses out the box just so nice and accurate, and you could see it literally curve into the corner. Really recommend, if you're going to use Griezmann, don't use him as pace, use him as a playstyle plus, use him as his finesse shot. And this actually kind of ties in with his roles as well, right? You got a false 9++. So if we go forward for a second, I don't think it will let me do it right now. Okay, let me quickly make a team just to go through the roles with you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I quickly just made a team, threw some people in there, and this is what we'll work with. So this is what really worked for me. So I tried him as an advanced forward. Again, I was like, you know what, I don't want my striker to be, you know, dropping in. I don't want Griezmann. He's not like strong. He's not exactly massive and physical. I want him to be my advanced forward. It didn't work for me. With his lack of pace, he really wasn't valuable there. I was like, you know what, let me give it a go. False 9++. So for people that don't know, because I know it's a new system, right? The plus, what that means is the AI will make him play as essentially a perfect false 9 because he has a plus play style. So if I put him as a poacher, he will basically be pretty normal. It's the same thing as putting like Neymar as a poacher. In terms of the AI movement, because Neymar doesn't have a role there, it'll probably be the same as a poacher for Griezmann. I don't know if it's a little bit different because Neymar's a left mid. Maybe if you have a striker, it's okay, I'm guessing, but I don't see it as too valuable. I would always try to think, do the thing that works for your team. If I wanted him as an advanced forward, I would still keep it there, even though the false 9 has a plus. It's really important. Don't just use the plus, do what works for you. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, for me, the false 9 was really good because I was like, right, what is his strengths here? And this is what I think is really important to understand. If you look at what the false 9 does, okay? Position in the forward line, the player drops deep to dictate play in the space in front of a defense. This allows them to contribute towards defensive phases of the game. For me, that was, yeah, whatever. But the main thing I saw with this, right, is the false 9 will drop back. It will be a part of the creative field, and it'll be a part of the build-up support. So if you can have someone like Griezmann, and then you have somebody a bit more of a poacher, you can see them really work together. Because look at the poacher now. What do we have? This player has one objective: score goals. They stay forward and focus on making runs in behind. Now you're seeing how they can work together. I would recommend playing Griezmann in a two-striker formation, having someone like a Haaland. Obviously, it's a bit expensive, but what I actually use for my FUT champs, I didn't even use Haaland. I used Correa. I used Correa for 20,000 coins, and he was unbelievable. Him and Griezmann together, great partnership. The players' one objective, score goals. They stay forward and focus on making runs in behind the defense, hoping to fashion a chance to score. Put him on poacher, and you're going to find a very, very good duo. You're going to have a very, very good combination. Let's go through some gameplay now and show you what I mean. But the main reason I wanted him there was because I wanted to abuse the finesse shot plus. So I wanted Griezmann at the edge of the box going through, and I found him actually in really good positions. Let's go through the gameplay now and show you exactly what I mean. So let's go through, we'll go from the start again. We'll go through it again, but let's go across. So like I showed you guys some of his stats, show you guys some of that stuff, and you're just seeing right now in the gameplay, like he's still really valuable, even though he's put to that false 9 position. You're seeing it right now. There's a lot of times where he's still in and around the box, but right now, look, he makes that deep late run in, and he's just there. Look at that perfect play right there. For me, that is all the AI. For me, this false 9 was all the AI. Let's go through that again. Look how clever this run was. I didn't do anything yet, but look at this. He goes in, he goes forward, and just like that, he drops deep to receive the ball. I thought it was incredible right there. He drops deep, gets the ball. Perfect stuff there. And then you can see we go through again, we control the run, go across, lovely shot to the right. His shot was just, for me, unbelievable. I had no problems with his shot. Now, one of the weaknesses I did put up, the cons I did put up was his weak foot, and it definitely was a con. However, if you can work around it, I think this is the way to do it. Look what we do now. When you're close, like here, you can either cut in and go for a finesse like that. You can cut in and go for a little finesse around the goalkeeper, or you're seeing it right now, we can be on the right hand side, just use your outside foot near post. So there is a way to go around it. What I used to always try and do is I always used to try and finesse it and finesse it and finesse it. It became quite predictable. So you're seeing what I've actually adapted my gameplay and said, right, all I'm going to do is if I'm near post, instead of going around and trying to finesse it, you're seeing it right now, they think I'm going to prioritize my right foot. All right, let me go through again that. They think I'm going to prioritize my left foot finesse, but all I do is I go outskirts and I do that near post shot, okay? But this is it. This is Griezmann's peak for me. If you guys can get him in these positions, look how good he is. Look, we beat one defender. Again, pace wasn't an issue. Why? I'm not running. I'm simply dribbling, slowing it down. Sorry, I need to rewind that because we need to go through that in detail, because if I really want you guys to use him the way he's supposed to be used, because if you're trying to use him as like an Mbappe, you're really going to struggle with him. But I do think it's a great card. Look what we do. We go through. The defender's going in, so we're just going to beat him by going down. That's it. We beat him now. He overcommitted. What an absolute, like, terrible play from him. We go through. Now, right now, I'm like, okay, I could continue to run here. I don't know if I will be able to get through the gaps. I'm just going to try it. So we go through. I go towards his strong foot, and look at this. Finesse it into the corner. The finesse there is always what you want to do in those scenarios. He's so good in those scenarios. Let's go through again some other pros. His dribbling, I had no problem with his dribbling. Oh my god, his finesse, bro. Let's go through that again. His finesse is just, I didn't expect to think this car was good. I really thought this car was going to be okay. I was going to do a player review regardless and give you guys my opinion, but I was surprised, man. Like, shots like that, they were going in FUT champs, division rivals. No matter what I was doing against what team, he was being an impact for me. I actually preferred him over Haaland, and Haaland's about 200k. That's exactly the point I wanted to make. This goal right here. You see how once again I couldn't finesse right now. Look, I couldn't finesse. We go through. I'm going to use his dribbling. Use and abuse his dribbling. It's his best attribute. We use his dribbling. Look at that ball roll. So right now, I can't finesse. I can't finesse because if I finesse, I would only finesse right now if I'm a right footer trying to go to the right corner. I can't finesse, so use his outside the foot. Either go near post here, but in this scenario, you can see there's an empty side on the right. So I'm going to aim my ball. I'm going to point it to the right side, and we're going to go far post into the corner, and it's a goal every single time. Really good card. Pros: shooting, dribbling, easy link, something we haven't spoke about, but chemistry. So I did a player review on Sophia Smith. I hope you guys like that one as well. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure to check it out. And really good card, unbelievable card. The only problem I had was the links. It was a little bit difficult to kind of work around her to get her on 3 chemistry. It wasn't the easiest thing. You can get her on 2, but you have to, you know, put a manager in. You have to get another player from the same league. A little bit difficult. Where with Griezmann, I think being from France, being from the Liga, you're gonna get some success there. You're gonna more than likely have a few good players you can link them with, and I don't think you're gonna have a problem with making a hybrid with Griezmann. I'm really not. Popular league, popular nation, so I definitely think that's a positive. Then you go through the dribbling. We've gone through already. Just insane close touch dribbling. You're seeing it right now. The shot, I would say, is probably the best attribute. I think that finesse playstyle plus for me has just been incredible. You're seeing a ton of goals here. Of course, it was over a lot of games. I'm not saying he scored 5 a game, but even right now, just like I mentioned, I did have Correa in my champs games as well. So I kind of wanted to test out the duo of Correa and Griezmann, and I really did like that duo. So if you guys are kind of on about 150k budget for your attack, I think you can get them too, and you still have some coins left over. Really, really good partnership. I would recommend it. But for me, just as a no-brainer, if you guys are looking for a striker, I would invest in him. Another thing that I personally realized is having the explosive acceleration type was really beneficial. Your players felt a bit more agile. They felt like I could do some nice close touch dribbling, and they just felt really good to use in game. So I would recommend Griezmann. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10, man. I really am. I think if he had like a 4-star weak foot, I would give him a bit more. If he had a 5-star weak foot, I would probably give him like, I think if he had either a 5-star weak foot or maybe +5 pace, I would probably give him near the 10 out of 10 mark. When I say 10 out of 10, I'm not saying he's a complete player, but in terms of for the coins, for the value you're getting, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10, which is incredibly high value. So let me know what you guys think down below. Have you used Griezmann? Have you packed him? Are you looking to get him? What are you guys thinking? But for me, definitely give him a go. Again, final thoughts there. If you're going to use Griezmann, if you're going to try him out, please don't use him as an Mbappe type. Please don't just try running down the wing and being annoying with him. You're not going to find success. The way you will find success is like this. You find space in and around the box, you go through. His shot is going to be absolutely clinical. It's going to be a bullet in goal, and he's going to get you a lot of results. I would use him as a false 9, as a plus, and I would pair a bit more of a poacher with him, and you will find the most success. Listen, YouTube, it's a brand new channel. We have a COD channel with 20,000 subscribers. However, I think my FIFA channel can really take over. I want to give you guys the best player reviews every single day. So please let me know down below, what do you guys want to see? First of all, what players? Second of all, what type of content? Is the format good? Do you guys like this kind of approach I'm taking, where I'm just talking all over the place? Do you guys want a bit more of a structured approach? Do you want to see the cards first? Do you want to see live gameplay? What do you guys want to see? Let me know down below, and I'll get that done for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.